Yo, I'm Brendan, and today we're talking about the new Target RedCard. It's changing and becoming the Circle card, but there's a lot more than that because now they're rolling out new features to Target Circle. They're rolling out something soon called Circle 360, so let's talk about the features and whether or not it's worth using. I've had a Target RedCard since 2009 when I worked at Target way back in the day. I was a GSTL, Guest Services Team Leader, but I think since then the RedCard has actually gotten better and better. So as of right now, what's changing? Well, it says right here in the email they sent me that the RedCard is just getting a new name, but apparently the benefits are the same. So we're getting 5% off every time we shop whenever we use this. I personally don't use the card itself. I just save the card in the Target app and then scan it whenever I check out. That's the fastest way. Plus we get free 2-day shipping and we get an extra 30 days to return. And then of course, so far I've only talked about the Target debit card, but there is actually a Target credit card, and that's the Target Circle MasterCard. And here's how those rewards work. If we zoom into the fine print here at the bottom of the Target website, it says that the Target MasterCard gives us a 1 or 2% reward. So whenever you're not shopping at Target or Target.com, you earn rewards towards a Target gift card. And apparently that rate is 2% at gas and dining, and then 1% of everything else. And then of course, if you're using the Target MasterCard, then you're also saving 5% in the store. So you'd have to really, really love Target and go there a lot, which I guess we technically do, but a 1 or 2% reward isn't huge. I think if anything, I might use it for gas and get 2%, but nowadays there's other options out there that are coming out with more rewards that don't have a category. Like the newest one that'll soon be added to this giant stack is the Robinhood Rewards credit card, and that's 3% rewards back just everywhere. Oh my gosh, just dropped a bunch of them. You can hear that Apple Card clanging around, the metal one. But that's just the start because we also have Target Circle. They've just specified a little bit more detail here for us. So let's go over that before we go into what Circle 360 is. So it says we'll have access to automatic deals, which is interesting because I know in the past I've gotten Circle deals, but I've always had to opt into them. So I'm wondering if this is actually a change or if it's going to be the same thing as before, where it sort of suggests deals that might work for you, but you still have to check, yes, I want that. Or if this is truly automatic, where it's like, hey, as long as I'm scanning the app, I'm getting the deal. And one more incentive, if so, to actually put the card in the app, because then you'll get the deal. Then it says we're actually going to get personalized bonuses within Circle Rewards too. So somehow those are two different things. Be curious to find out what that is whenever this actually rolls out all the way. And exclusive partner perks. So you can redeem free trials, link to reward programs, and so much more. That's interesting. What I see here is a little ticket symbol, like a ticket to a concert or something, a little flight ticket, and then music. I'm guessing that's going to be discounts on those kinds of services, but could be wrong. And then you can opt into community support, which I've actually done this in the past too, where you can basically choose where some of your points, if you will be donated, because Target donates some money to the community during different service events. And that's it for now. So the reason why I thought this would be something that's new and an actual change is it says, get ready for this when you shop as a member. So I'm thinking that there's some features here that are not yet all the way rolled out. Also, whenever I looked at that email, it said Circle is coming April 7th. And at time of recording, it's only April 2nd. So in 5 days, I'm going to assume that we know the rest of the details here, but as of right now, it's still a bit of a mystery as far as what these specifically will work out to be. Now let's talk about the Circle 360, which looks like you can kind of ramp up everything that they've offered so far in those previous two things, but you actually have to pay for this membership. The first thing that I'm looking at here is that it's regularly $99, but you get $50 off the subscription when you have a Target Circle card. So I see that right here, $99 annual membership, discounted to $49 when you have a Circle card, credit, debit, and reloadable. So it's cool that it works with all those. They're not just going to push us towards one of the cards, which would really suck if you didn't want to use that one. We've got all the form of payment, which is good. And then it looks like what we're paying for essentially is that we're unlocking more features. And this also rolls out April 7th, by the way. So we're still 5 days away from this too, or maybe 4 days away by the time you're watching this video. So these are the features of Target Circle 360. First, unlimited same-day delivery. What? Get unlimited orders over $35 without delivery markups or fees. That's appealing. As somebody with a small family, and I've got a small truck, all these small things. I've got a small truck that it's a pain to get car seats in and out of. So if I'm stuck home alone with kids and I want to go grocery shopping or something, this would actually be pretty tempting. Even though we don't live that far from a Target, that is pretty cool. And then you also have this crazy option delivered to your door or someone else's. You can order groceries or send a last minute gift with same day delivery. That's actually not that different than delivery, but I just never would have thought of it that way. Like it never crossed my mind to go, oh, let me send something to somebody else. But if you got a friend that had a baby, you got a friend that's sick, maybe you have parents that don't shop as much as they used to be able to send them groceries too is actually a really cool feature. And then it looks like we can actually shop from more than just Target. It says from Target and so many more. The Shipped Marketplace offers same-day delivery from dozens of retailers. So maybe it's not even Target employees that are doing the delivery, it's whatever the Shipped Marketplace is. I've not used Shipped before as a service, but I'm guessing that these delivery people are basically Uber for food and they come over to a Target and grab your order and deliver it, or whatever other retailers that ship services, you could also get those deliveries. And then as another feature, you get free 2-day shipping. And I'm guessing this is different shipping than stuff that's coming from the store, because these first 3 categories are all stuff from the actual retail store, from the big box near you. This 2-day shipping has got to be things that are like online only. And of course, Target has way more stuff online than it does in store. And then we've got 2 more features here. So the first thing is no rush returns. Get an extra 30 days to return your items. Of course, restrictions apply. See extended returns program below for details. A little more fine print. But if this is an extra 30 days on top of the extra 30 days you get from the Target Circle card, then I'm guessing that a total extra of 60 days is what we're actually getting here. So you've got the Target baseline, then you get an extra month by using the card, then you get an extra month for paying the $50 a year to do Target Circle 360. And I just realized Target Circle 360 is like saying the same thing twice, right? Circle, circle, 360, 360. I mean, it's basically Target Amazon Prime, plus all the benefits of Target Circle. Of course, we would assume that that would be part of the deal. Well, just to make sure that we understand what's actually happening here, let's dive into a little bit more of the fine print and make sure that it's as good as it sounds like it is, because it doesn't seem like a bad offer so far. The first thing I'm curious about is in this header where it says enjoy unlimited same-day delivery and more for just $49 for the first year, ends 5/18. What ends 5/18? Is that the incentive price or is that the delivery service? Let's look at this little asterisk 11, roll down here and see what it says. Terms and conditions apply to discounted first year membership. So I'm guessing then that means that incentive offer to get it at the lower price with or without the card ends on 5/18. So we'll have basically 6 weeks, 5 weeks from the time it rolls out from April 7th to May 18th to be able to opt in at $49 for the first year. If you wait until May 19th or after that, no matter whether you have the card or not, it's going to cost $100 to buy a year of it. All right, let's dig into this FAQ page a little bit here and see what we can find. Let's see what dirt we can dig up. So you can do what I do, which is you can either scan your Target Circle barcode or you can enter in your mobile number on the keypad at checkout. The scanning the barcode is the fastest way. Just do that. Or you can enter in your information online and then you'll get benefits like auto-applied deals. Okay, that's what we assumed. And then Target Circle, it seems like, is totally free. They don't give us a cost here specifically for Target Circle itself. They say you can upgrade to Circle 360 with a free trial or a $99 annual membership. So I'm going to go ahead and assume and interpolate that Target Circle itself is free. Oh, and then something about removing 1% earnings. What is this here? As we evolve the Target Circle experience, we're reprioritizing to focus on access to automatic deals, personalized bonuses, and much more. Your current amounts won't be impacted. They'll still be available when the new program launches unless they aren't redeemed before their expiration date. I didn't know anything about this 1% earnings before. That must have been a previous bonus of Target Circle, but it's not happening now. So they're not giving you a carte blanche 1% earnings. You're going to have to rely on automatic deals and personalized bonuses. I'm guessing that's more for their benefit than ours, but I could be wrong. I mean, it's harder to track whether or not that's 1% for our sake than it is for them. They might be able to ratchet us down to 0.75%, and we might not be able to notice it because it feels personalized. So it's interesting. And of course, if we already have a RedCard, there's nothing that we need to do to really update anything. It's going to be updated automatically in the Target app starting April 7th. And then it does say that we're going to get a new Target Circle card via the mail closer to our expiration date. When is this thing expiring? 2029. I might not get a new card for a long time. And then they're a little bit more explicit here about the Target Circle 360. It's a delivery option. It is a paid membership to get better delivery options for yourself. And then here they have confirmed that offer is only valid between April 7th and May 18th. So that is what that May 18th end date is. And they do specify here that the same day delivery service is only available at select Target stores. Check target.com/same day for market eligibility. You probably should check that if you're interested in doing this, because I don't want to count on it if I'm you, and then you find out, oh, my store is not available. So don't pay the $49 or $99 until you check that and make sure that your store actually is going to do that. And that's about it for all this information, for all the FAQs. So is it worth it? Is it worth paying $49 for essentially really nice delivery services? I mean, I think we know who we are. Those of us that spend a lot of money at Target, who frequent Target enough that we could save $49 per year in terms of time, gas, impulse purchases by walking in the store. If you go back through your RedCard statements or your bank statements and you see a bunch of Target charges on there, I could definitely see it being worth it, because then you can just make your list. It gets executed, it gets brought to your house, and then you're not tempted to go in and impulse buy a bunch of like cutesy decorations or snacks or whatever the thing is that tickles your fancy when you go into a Target store. You get that red glaze over your eyes and go over to that rack and start buying stuff. And I don't personally have experience with Shipt, but depending on where you live and how good that offer is from Shipt and what other retailers you might be able to take advantage of too, that could really be worthwhile. I mean, we're paying for Amazon Prime, and so we get Prime delivery on stuff, but we're not taking advantage of that with groceries in any way. So in essence, this could be your way to get your groceries covered for $49 for at least the first year. Is it worth it after that for $99, assuming they keep the price at $99 when we're talking about this again in 2025? I don't know. You've got to do that math for yourself. It's definitely interesting and it's definitely tempting. I think it's just cheap enough to be tempting. The crazy thing is that it's same day delivery. Because if it was only 2-day delivery across the board, like if all of these offers were just 2-day, I'd go, I don't know. I have to still plan ahead. I have to still kind of know what I'm doing. But the same day delivery just gives you that crazy level of impulsiveness where at like 10 a.m. you're like, oh man, I want this for dinner. And you just put in an order and by the time you get home, it's there. Like that would be really awesome. Well, even if none of that Circle membership tickled your fancy, I still think the baseline Target RedCard debit card is something that you've got to use. If you're going to Target and you're not using one of these, the fact that you can get 5% off instantly every time you shop and it's not ever going to charge you any interest, it just links to your normal bank account, this is like a no-brainer for me. You really can't get 5% back on any credit card unless you're in like a special category boost or you've got something worked out where you've got like a very specialized reward category funneling all your points into that one thing. By and large, the most you can expect is 2%, maybe 3%. So to get 5% on everything you buy there, almost everything, then that's pretty awesome. That's a no-brainer. The Circle stuff, we'll see. If this is your first time watching a video here, my name is Brendan, and I typically talk more about things that are related to investing, banking products, savings accounts, how do we maximize the money that we've got and set ourselves up for a bright future with our money. And in some ways, it's really easy to do nowadays because we have a lot of options and there's a lot of information out there and we've got the whole internet at our fingertips and all that's really cool, but it's also a little bit confusing now because we have so many options. It's kind of like option overload. Like which card do we use? One of these? I don't know. I've got a whole stack of them. You know, which one is best and where, and how do we do this in a way that's efficient, but also doesn't drive us crazy because it's so much work to sort through all these different things to try and maximize efficiency. You can drive yourself crazy doing it. So I try to cut through all that minutia for you, read the FAQ page for you, and give you kind of a digestible format of what I think makes sense, at least for me. You've still got to make the right decision for you in your life, but hopefully I can be a bit of a helpful guide along the way. To make sure you don't miss another video, click on this circle right here with my little face on it so you can subscribe. And otherwise, YouTube thinks you like this video next. I'll see you guys later. Bye.